Does life imitate art, or art imitate life? I'll leave you to decide. This image shows that art imitates life. But before I have to say a thing or two, life is art. Art is life. It's kind of fun to think about it. Sometimes art imitates life, sometimes life imitates art. One is the mirror of the other. I think so. Oscar Wilde wrote in his 1889 essay, The Decay of Lying, that it's about how art affects the way we look at the world around us. Oscar Wilde affirms that what is found in life and nature is not what is really there, but is that which artists have taught people to find there. Through art, life imitates art far more than art imitates life. Oscar Wilde, the Irish poet and playwright, was an advocate for the theory of antimimesis. Art never expresses anything but itself. All bad art comes from returning to life and nature and elevating them into ideals. Life imitates art far more than art imitates life. It follows as a corollary that external nature also imitates art. Lying, the telling of beautiful, untrue things, is the proper aim of art. What is found in life and nature is not what is really there, but is that which artists have taught people to find there through art. As in an example posited by Wilde, although there has been fog in London for centuries, one notices the beauty and wonder of the fog because poets and painters have taught the loveliness of such effects. They did not exist till art had invented them. The art of life is to know how to enjoy a little and to endure much. Seneca? I believe that there is a lot of examples of life imitating art and vice versa. Both art and life are subjective to the same values and senses. For example, an artist creates a painting, and then there is a famous writer who writes a book about the painting and the story of the painting. Now I am looking for examples of people who have created art whose lives imitate the art they created. There are certainly many times when I have thought that life imitates art. The notion that an event in the real world was inspired by creative work. The idea is that our perception of life is changed by art, so that flowers sometimes seems to imitate paintings we have seen before, giving us the emotions we felt when looking at those paintings. When that happens, life seems to imitate art. What is it called when life imitates art? You've probably heard that life imitates art. Well, when art imitates life, it's mimesis. Originally, a Greek word meaning imitation. Mimesis basically means a mimic. Does art reflect reality? The inner feelings and emotions of an artist are greatly affected by the happenings in their life and are expressed by means of art and literature. We can conclude that art and literature not only entertain people, but also reflect the reality of society like a mirror, which sends some messages to society. Art imitates reality, like the objects of everyday scenarios or the images of nature. The results may not be exactly the same as the real world because painters, writers, or creators often involve their life experiences and expectation in their works. So, I believe that art gives meaning to our lives and helps us understand our world. It is an essential part of our culture because it allows us to have a deeper understanding of our emotions. It increases our self-awareness and also allows us to be open to new ideas and experiences. Art is a mirror. Art gives us a way to process things, to find out what we think, what we value, and what we're still questioning.